And we're back to India for round 3. I'm going to start with a bit of error correcting. Okay, so error correction. First of all, at the end of my rally, the Congress rally, I should have placed one of these guys from out of play to available. That's what you do. You can't place this guy while you're doing rally, but you can use it. You can use the piece in the next rally or when the event calls for it. The next thing I should fix is that ineffectual sweep that Raj tried to do, because I wasn't supposed to. I kind of miscounted. I think when I was counting these pieces to see if the Raj would sweep or deploy, I let the camera stop right here and didn't see these guys. So I owe Raj a deploy, and let's do it. It's pretty quick. It doesn't require much looking at the priority tables. By the way, I get the priority tables right here on the table in print. It should make it easier. Okay, so let's first cancel the sweep. This guy will go like this. This guy will go back to Madras. This guy will go back to Delhi. And that's actually all the Raj did. Alright, so how does deploy work? It's very easy. I've got the card right here in front of me. Select cities using place cubes, get 3 troops to each selected city, then add sepoys to place up to 6 cubes. On place cubes, priorities are very simple. No Raj control. We can only select cities, so this doesn't apply, this doesn't apply, this doesn't apply. None of this applies except for this. Adjacent to most adversaries. Wait. Adjacent to most adversaries. Which of these places is adjacent to most adversaries? Well, I'm pretty sure it's Delhi. So, it's time for Raj to deploy. 3 troops and 3 sepoys. And then we roll a die. Well, that was interesting. Okay, what is the next priority? 2 adversaries? No adversaries. 1, 2. Fewest active adversaries. Well, they don't have any. Okay, this is random. It's going to be random between Calcutta and Madras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I randomized sepoys. Okay. Calcutta? I got only 2 Raj troops, and so it's going to be 2 troops and 4 sepoys. Right, can the Raj deploy anywhere else? Let's check. 6. Yeah. So the next is going to be Madras. And we're done with deploy. Well, except for one thing. This. Like in my rally, the Raj moves 2 pieces, a piece, well, some pieces, from out of play to available, and in this case it's 2, and the bot is told to prioritize troops. Right, did I do anything after Raj's sweep? Yes, I did persuade. Well, I can still kind of do that persuade by removing this guy here. Okay, we've got 3 troops here. Maybe we'll get lucky and next time the Raj checks, and we've got a 50-50 chance that Raj will deploy. Okay, so I fixed all my mistakes from last time. I'm not going to redo special activity because the special activity on that card is the same as govern. So no changes here. Are we ready to flip to the next card? We've already flipped to the next card, and it's Simla Conference divides India 61. I got you right here. Soon after the end of World War II, the Simla Conference was held in India to discuss the end of British occupation. The issue of partition dominated the discussions, and ultimately the conference stalled without a clear timeline for independence. Who gets to act first on this card? It's... okay, it's the Raj. How unlucky for the League. The Raj won't be first eligible on the next card, even though it's a critical event. The Raj is going to do Operation and Special Activity, I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. Okay, what's going to be the Raj Operation? Wait, have I done this card before? 6 plus cube total in progress spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, 8 progress spaces. No, there are no cubes. Sorry, this card goes away. Sit. This is complicated. Come on, Raj cards. Do I have to cycle the inside deck? 6 plus spaces with cubes and active adversaries. No. Any 2 plus spaces with active opposition? Ooh, no. This is actually, I guess, lucky for us. It's going to sweep. It's going to do the sweep I did last time. Any underground guerrillas in support spaces? Actually, yes. A whole ton of them. So, it's going troops in cities exceed troops in provinces. Yep. Yes. It's going to govern. Is it going to govern? Well, it can't remove protest, because there are no spaces where it can remove protest. So it's going to buy itself some imperialism. I think it's going to 1 point. Well, this is embarrassing. This is severe underperformance. I think I know what it's going to do. It's going to get... I'm going to look at my physical card to check. Shift to support. 2 pop, no protest, unrest, most opposition, neutral. Yeah, it's going to drop a bit of loving in Bihar. And we get our score. 27. Oh, by the way, I've heard that on the Discord server they mentioned that they're actually revising Gandhi for the 2nd edition, and they may increase this victory threshold for the League and Revolutionaries by 2 points. Which sounds reasonable. At least it will prevent the League from winning by doing next to nothing. Okay, so we've done our govern, which was kind of embarrassing and terrible. And now we sweep. Oh boy, sweep. Spaces with no range control. Okay, so it's going to be here, I guess. And it's going to be Madras Presidency. Yes, it's going to be United Provinces, Madras Presidency, and maybe Punjab. We'll see. These are top priorities. Okay, Assam might as well. Although it's in, oh wait, West Bengal. Okay, it's also a priority. Okay, 2 pop, no control. Protest. Okay, it's going to be United Provinces or Madras Presidency. Fewest active adversaries. Both have only 1. And unrest. Okay, it's going to be Madras Presidency. And how much are we going to move? We're going to move just enough to exceed? Really? Okay, to exceed any active adversaries at a destination. It's going to be 1, 2. Control, get. That's it, really. Doesn't sound impressive, but I guess they did what they're supposed to. Will the Raj continue? Yes. This is where I can start regretting driving restraint so low, because the Raj will continue to act. The next priority is going to be United Provinces. Move in 1 troop. Move in 1 sepoy. And Raj gets control. Okay. I think we're done with protest spaces, and unrest spaces, and places with no troops. No troops is a priority, but I can't really do this. Wait a second. Shift to support. Oh, crap. I didn't see this. This goes away, this goes away. It's not the Raj getting point, it's the revolutionaries losing them. What's revolutionary country? I see. We've treated this place, and where else can we sweep? We can sweep in Punjab. Even though there is no protest, but it is a 2-pop space with no control. Except, that's a funny thing. According to priorities, I need to do this until cubes exceed or any active adversaries in the destination, and, well, they already exceed active adversaries at destination Punjab. There are no active adversaries here, so it's all fine. West Bengal is different. We can't move troops here. We can move a sepoy in here. That's nice. Assam, I'm not going to move anyone into Assam. Well, I guess we're done with single pop spaces. Or with 2 pop spaces. And we'll continue with single pop ones. Where can Raj take control? Here? Pretty much anywhere. Which is kind of... Oh, by the way, flip this guy. Is this guy's going to... Actually, you know what? This is what's kind of terrifying me about sweep, is that when you do a sweep in a space, it activates these guys. And... activate 1 gorilla for every cube. Should I move more guys in here? This is the big question. Okay, I'm going to interpret it as yes. Raj can still act, so... So these guys are like this now. That kind of makes more sense. Until they exceed. Ooh, well, we finished this. We survived. And this guy is not going to move anywhere. These guys are doing fine. These guys, they could... Oh, I know. I know what can happen. They could take... This guy can take a rail. Could ride the rail either to one of these spaces to take control, or to central provinces. Yes, let's see where the guy's going to go, if there is any priority regarding this. No troops. Well, none of them have any troops. Not 2 pop, no protest, few active adversaries. Muslim state. Muslim state is a priority. I was correct to move in there. Right, so this is random. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Okay, so we're taking a train. Well, that was exciting. Operation Special Activity. Right, what's the revolutionaries going to do? Event or limited operation? Event is effective. Is the event effective? Well, that's a good question. Set unity... Ooh, yes. Yes, this is a really good event. Set unity to 3. Where is unity? Unity is already at 3, so this doesn't do anything, but add up to 2 bases to any provinces with no Raj control. This is good. Except, most of the provinces are actually under Raj control now. Ah, okay, there is a bit of a loophole. See, this place, it's a Muslim state. They cannot be Raj control here. This is a Muslim state. Meaning, let me see, priority for place bases. Place bases where most guerrillas. Oh yes. It's happening. 1 base goes here, and another one... Well, most guerrillas, it's not going to work in Madras Presidency, because there actually is control there. Fewest cubes. And 1 random space. Fewest cubes. Somewhere where there are no cubes. Okay, I'm going to use the game's random space selector thingy. It's this big table. Here it is. Okay, let's take 1 die. Let's take another die. And okay, let's pretend this is the black one, and this is the other one. Roll them. 3, 2. 3 provinces. Can I place it? No, I cannot place it in United Provinces. 5, 5. 5, 5. Orissa. Actually, there is a cube there. This is not a 0 cube province. 1, 6. Punjab. I've already done this game. 5, 2. Bombay Presidency. No, under Raj control. 6, 5. Game. Stop doing this. 1, 1. That's a city. 1, 4. Okay. I know where we're going. We are going to Northwest Frontier. Usually I don't see anyone in the Northwest Frontier, but apparently this time the revolutionaries are going to be there, and they get 2 victory points. So this was a card. And I don't think I screwed up here too much. Right, next card. Is it going to be a campaign round? Okay, this is going to be the campaign round. And luckily I've got the entire sequence for it with me here. Okay, so what does it mean? That means we get a new viceroy in India. This guy is going to go away. And this guy, does he have any special abilities? Oh, crap. Activation number during assault is 1. Basically, the Raj won't stop assaulting until the die shows 1, if the Raj is set up for assault. That's not nice. But before we place this guy into his slot, let's see, campaign card. We need to follow a very strict sequence of operations. First, victory. This is the only time, the beginning of the campaign card resolution, this is the only time in the game you actually check whether or not anyone is winning. And at this point, no one is winning. Oh, by the way, since I'm playing alone against 3 bots, I'm not actually allowed to win until the final campaign card. So I'll have to keep everyone from advancing for the entire game. And only the very end, I might win. Okay, resources, Raj Revolutionaries, we skip this because we are playing non-player, they don't do that. Okay, support phase, imperialism. Yes, now the Raj gets to play imperialism. And to find out how much imperialism, I need to get these here. How much do I need? Select up to 4 spaces using shift to support for twice a die roll, total shifts and markers removed. Okay, not roll of 2 dice, but twice a die roll, so 1 die. Wow. Well, this is terrible. Okay. So we'll be keeping track how much the Raj is going to shift to support. This is going to be miserable for everyone involved. First of all, let's see. The Raj is there is a difference between imperialism during the campaign round, during this lull between the viceroys, and imperialism as Raj was doing it during the campaign, because to do it, Raj requires Raj control, troops, and sepoys in that space. So here, Madras Presidency, it cannot do this because there are no troops. The idea is, like, it's actually present in most coin games, this ability of the government to do good government, to make people like it. It kind of requires military force to provide security. It requires these, they're usually police, here it's sepoys, to create a presence throughout the area, basically work with population. And that's how you get stuff. But here's the thing, United Provinces. Can the Raj do it here? Yes. East Bengal, can the Raj do it here? Yes. West Bengal, no. Punjab, no. But the Raj can do it in every single city. So, cannot do it in Bombay Presidency. No sepoys, just the troops. Oh, in Bihar, of course. Oh, come on. Let's see what's going to happen. That's 2 points spent. I don't even need to check priorities because the Raj got a jackpot when it comes to resources they're allowed to spend on this. Bihar. Right. Now, East Bengal. How many shifts to support are you allowed to make? Up to 2 levels. So, from passive support, it will go to... from passive opposition, it will go to passive support. That's another 2 points, so this cube is done. And now we can... Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, the city will go to active support. And this... And Delhi will go to active support. So... Actually, wait, should this guy have moved somewhere else? Kind of wondering. You know what, okay, I'm just going to keep this guy in Delhi, otherwise Raj would not have been able to do it, so why not? The Raj would have gotten a single point for control, say, controlling one of these provinces, and then would not get this point for support in Delhi. Anyway, recalculating. 42 points. Would you look at that? But notice, the victory check had already passed. Just because Raj is above the victory threshold doesn't mean the Raj is winning. I mean, it is, but it has to survive this high until the beginning of the next campaign round. Anyway, we've done support, right? Oh, right. For each space selected. Wait, how many spaces did I select? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I need to undo one of these cities. You're only allowed 4. Okay, we're done with this. Remove 1 point from the Raj. Okay, my points are at 2. Muslim League at 8. Oh, right, we also need to release these guys. These guys get released from jail. For each space, release 2 activists, it says, and release Gandhi if he's in jail to any space with no Raj control. Do I know any good spaces with no Raj control? Now, actually I do. Going to West Bengal. Or maybe east, or maybe here? No, West Bengal, okay. We'll try to do something here, we need to get rid of this state. Next, constructive program. Congress and Muslim League may shift a combined total of cities and provinces up to unity with their own pieces and no Raj control. Shift each space up to 2 levels towards active opposition. Oh, finally. So here's a space. Oh wait, there is Raj control. There is no control here. But, wait a sec. Cities and provinces. It doesn't say states, which is kind of important. Unfortunately, all my activists are in states. Funny that. Yes, Mysore is a state. Rajputana is a state. United Provinces are under control. West Bengal, Gandhi is not an activist. I think it even has... Does it? Yes, not an activist. Cities are under control, so we actually completely lose this round, but that means that the right to shift things to support up to unity passes to the Muslim League. Well, actually up to unity, so 3 spaces is our collective limit, but because I'm not taking any of them, the League gets 3 spaces it can shift. Two steps towards opposition, or what, active opposition. And here's what's going to happen. It's going to shift Punjab to neutral, and it's going to shift West Bengal to active opposition. Which is nice. Oh no, this is going to be terrible. Yep, League victory points 37. See, the Raj is already out of the winning leagues. But the League is creeping up. Is there anywhere else the League can do its thing? No, it cannot. Okay, next step we've done. Victory, resources, support, redeploy. Well, redeploy is actually going to be kind of handy because, first of all, Raj may move troops and sepoys to railways, but... Okay, so there is a bit of a complex procedure, so I'll just follow what it says for the non-player Raj, instead of explaining how a human would do it. First of all, for each troop and province with Raj control, move 1 sepoy to the troop's province. And by the way, the range is not a question here, just move from places where there are the most of these pieces, so... Calcutta is going to be our first source. I'm going to put them into the sea for now. Right. Oh, wait, I should be pulling them not from Calcutta, but from Madras. Actually, now it's a time between Madras and Calcutta. Into the sea you go. Should be random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's pretty much it when it comes to redeployment. Well, I mean, troop redeployment. Get one troop to each city. 1, 2, 3. Done. And now we remove all extra troops to available, so hell, this pretty much guarantees that if there is a chance, the next action of the Raj will be a deploy. I'm fine with that, it's not going to be a problem. Alright, get one sepoy to each city, then add sepoys to control all cities. That's already functional. Get one sepoy each to 3 states with no support. Okay, yes, I don't need to move them because these are states, right? These are Muslim states. This is what trips me out, because these are states for all rules, for all intents and purposes. These count as places, states with no support. Both Bengal and Punjab. West Bengal. So we're done here. Non-player Congress is also allowed to redeploy. Well, I'm not a non-player, I'm a player Congress. What am I allowed to do? I'm allowed to. I must move pieces on railways. I don't have anyone on railways. I may move other Congress activists and Gandhi to non-railway spaces with no Raj control. I think I'm going to do it here. Yes, I'm going to drop a guy in West Bengal and we'll try to get rid of the state. What do I need to do this? Negotiate. If Congress pieces exceed Muslim League pieces. I should be able to do it here. Yes. And that will knock the League way back. So that's our plan of operations for the next turn. Oh, this is also the point where I should replace that guy with this guy. What do we got? A Lord Chelmsford. Let me find his card. 73. Should be right here. British Viceroy Lord Chelmsford. Frederick John Napier Thesiger Lord Chelmsford served as Governor of Queensland and New South Wales in Australia before being appointed as Viceroy of India in 1916. During his term, he moved towards self-government with the Montagu-Chelmsford reforms, but also expanded British power through the Rowlatt Act to curb the growing nationalist movement. The massacre at Jallianwala Bagh in 1919, and subsequent events during the non-cooperation campaign that followed, marred the final years of his service, which ended in 1921. So he tried to beat India into submission, I guess, and it didn't work out. Well, it pissed a lot of people off. I think we're actually going to hear more about the Rowlatt Act on the very next card. So, have I done everything? The Congress gets to redeploy, the Raj got to redeploy, the Congress got to redeploy, the League... Well, the League can redeploy, but it's not going to move pieces in the cities. The only piece it can move is one activist here. Literally one guy. Everyone else is non-movable according to the board guidelines. Get activists so that Muslim League pieces exceed Congress pieces in all 2 pop Muslim spaces. Exceed? Not exceed. Oh. I should have expected this. Actually, I didn't remember that there was even a priority like this. Okay. Well, they can't exceed, but they can do as much as possible. In any case, the next priority says get 2 activists to each 2 pop Muslim space. So, done. These guys are not going to move because it says just keep... It says, what is it? Keep activists equal to population in each Muslim space. Oh, wait a minute. It can actually do this. This is not a Muslim space, it's Bombay. Okay, it's going to... You know, I really dislike this space because it's so tiny, and this is where everything happens. Stop jumping onto the base. You are not a base. You're not fat enough. Base will be coming shortly. Okay, so I guess we're not dismantling a state here. Bugger. Right. Everything else is done. Revolutionaries. Are you going to move guerrillas? Keep one guerrilla in each space with unrest or revolutionaries base. Get one guerrilla to each space with no Raj control. To each space with unrest and no Raj control. No such places. Well, I mean, there already is a guerrilla there. Get one guerrilla to each space with a revolutionary base. Yes. Get 3 guerrillas to 2 pop spaces without unrest. Most support first. Two pop spaces without unrest. Which spaces do you like? Wait, most support first. Okay, so wait, this is under control. It cannot go into places with control. That's one of the reasons Raj control is useful. Well, to the Raj. It actually cannot do much. All two pop spaces are under control, except West Bengal. Look at this place. This is not going to be nice. Yes, I flipped them. I'm supposed to flip them anyway. Right, so we're done. We are going to the reset phase. Sorry. Remove all protest and strike markers from the map. This is important. This is what reset means. This is the lull in activity. We don't have any strike markers. Strike markers get placed on the railways. The Raj is... Wait, the unrest markers are not affected by this because... Well, normally they are, but this one is guarded by a revolutionary. They don't let unrest die down. Right, flip all guerrillas underground. Also, I should also flip all activists to inactive. Actually, wait a minute, I forgot something. Yes, I forgot 2 stages in support phase. Pakistan movement, the Muslim League may place a base in any one non-railway space with no Raj control. Ooh. Okay, let me see where they're going to place a base. And the revolutionaries also get a free base, which is very important. Muslim space, no base 2 pop, fewest cubes. Well, it's... The base is going here. Yeah, West Bengal is going in interesting direction. In a very interesting direction. Maybe this guy did not need to move? Oh. Actually... I'm going to move this guy back because they are already exceeding us, and so there was no need to move. And secret societies, revolutionaries place a base in one non-railway space with no Raj control. Where are they going to do it? I'm pretty sure it's going to be random again. Most guerrillas, fewest cubes. And no, they're not going to place 2 bases in a single space. That's kind of dangerous, asking for it. Most guerrillas. Wait, this guerrilla wasn't there when I did this, so... Okay, let's do it random again. Randomly. 3-5. Can I with 3 5s? 2-2. No. 5-2. No. 5-3. Yes. No, then of course the guerrillas would redeploy a guy to cover this base. Yes. And we recalculate everything. 6, 12, 37, and these guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's nice. I think I'm done with the reset round. Oh. Yes. One small detail. the final stage, I need to shuffle this, and then I need to reset these to the number of campaign cards remaining in the deck. That is 3. And yes, every single campaign round, both of these are going to start dropping. And this kind of sets a lot of texture to the game. And eventually we'll hit Crisis. I mean, we'll probably hit Crisis earlier, but this is a guaranteed Crisis, and the final campaign round will start with it. Okay, I think we're officially done with the campaign round, except also all these factions go back to eligible. Oh, didn't you know it? Okay, I'm going to check something. This campaign round has taken ages, so I'll try to cut this video and see if I can make it shorter. Maybe I've already made a few cuts. I don't know, this is coming at the end of like a 40-minute recording. And, yeah, you know what, let's have to call it. And we'll finish it some other time. Well, next time. We've done a campaign round. We narrowly avoided a Raj getting into the winning position. The Raj is slowly creeping out into the wild, taking control. But West Bengal is definitely going to explode pretty hard. There's going to be unrest. I'll try to wrestle away the state. Yeah, things are getting weird. And they're going to get even worse. Oh yes, and Punjab. How could I forget about Punjab? This is not going to be pretty. So next time we actually get to start. Satyagraha, except look at this. This is an event for the Raj. It's a critical event for the Raj. Arrest Gandhi and any activists with him. I guess these guys too? I mean, I could sacrifice, but I think I'll have to do operation only, so pick this track to prevent the Raj from doing the thing to me. You know, the thing where it beats me up. Also, it's going to pass until it gets to go first on a roll attack. So, okay, next time we'll continue. This campaign round is as long as painful as you can imagine, but mostly because I have to do it for like 4 different factions. So it does go a bit faster if you are actually just playing it. So next time we'll try to do something about India and see what the reshuffled deck of bot cards does to us now. Maybe it has some interesting interaction. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it'll make things easier.